some tickets to some state championships. You thought the Egg Bowl was nuts. Wait till you see what happened with the Little Egg Bowl. We're trying to fight for one of those. And then Wcbi County, Choctaw County, the rematch. Did anyone expect Wcbi to go down without swing? And then the Cross Creek rivalry to get to the state championship. An absolute classic. Wait till you see how this one ends. Highlight scores next.
Wcbi Endzone Show with Tom Ebel and Courtney Robb is brought to you by OCH Orthopedic Center, East Mississippi Community College, Carl Hogan Toyota, and Wade Incorporated.
Welcome in to the final end zone of the 2019 high school football season. Tom Ebel, Courtney Robb, back at it again on your TVs, your tablets, your laptops, your Facebooks, your MySpace, wherever you're watching us. Let's talk again about some of the best high school football in America. It did not disappoint again. And we have to thank our sponsors yet again at OCH Regional Medical Center, Carl Hogan Toyota, EMCC, and Wade Equipment. Courtney, we had 3 huge rematches from the regular season. So luckily, we got to see them one more time. So naturally,
what are the odds?
That's a great question. I have no idea. But we got all 3 of them. They were all almost classics we saw. So we had to make them all game of the week.
And the important thing to note, too, it's hard to beat the same person twice. So I think that's going to be the key in this season. I'm jumping the gun there, but I think a little surprise as to what you're about to see in a few minutes.
So, of course, last night you witnessed unspeakable things in Starkville for the actual Egg Bowl, but then we got a chance to see the Little Egg Bowl between Starkville and Oxford. There might have been a changing of the guard in the rivalry tonight.
WCBI High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
The 2020 Toyota.
The lights flashing.
Absolute beauty. Wonderful leather interior. Check out the cool stuff inside.
Got you all the way to Oxford and back, so you know it works
did.
well.
The 2020 Corolla. Go to Carl Hogan Toyota to get one. To the ball game. Starkville taking on Oxford. The Little Egg Bowl. The Yellow Jackets have won 6 straight in this rivalry. But a nightmare start for Starkville. High snap. Altmaier tries to recover, but Oxford falls on it. And the Chargers take an 8-0 lead thanks to a 2-point conversion. Chargers piling on. J.J. Pickens to John Marr this time. We usually see the other way around. The QB takes the handoff. 25 yards to the house for the touchdown.
Either way, that pair will make you pay.
15-0 Chargers after 1, but second quarter, 3rd and 8. Rufus Harvey, Luke Altmaier, they do what they do every single week. Huge 3rd down conversion for Starkville, and the Yellow Jackets able to punch it in to stem the bleeding. Altmaier rolls out, finds Joshua Aka across the middle, slant right to the house for the touchdown. So at that point, it's 18-7. Starkville trails. Starkville would score 16 points in the second quarter to close the gap. But a changing of the guard in the rivalry. Oxford defeats Starkville 25-16 in the Little Egg Bowl. And the Chargers are headed to the 6A championship game. What a postseason for Oxford, and what a season for Starkville, but another disappointing end for the Jackets.
Well, the Little Egg Bowl was a reverse of the Big Egg Bowl. This time, both home teams getting the win.
Oxford stands up for Ole Miss. But let's get to the next Carl Hogan Toyota game of the week. Wcbi County, Choctaw County, the rematch.
So many things going on in the 3A North half final. Under 4 to go in the first, the Chargers fumble the ball, so Wcbi County able to recover from there. The Tigers take over at the Chargers 25. That same drive, Tigers capitalizing on it. Quarterback Marlon Wyndham finds Jaquelon Sherrod for the 11-yard touchdown, so Wcbi County takes a 7-0 lead. Wcbi rolling all over the Chargers in this one. They get the ball back second quarter. Wyndham rolling right. Gets brought down right before the end zone. I know, a grown man run from him, am I right? So
absolutely.
The Tigers then, it's Demond Cunningham who finishes with the 3-yard touchdown. They go for the extra point and they miss it, so it's 13-0 Wcbi County. The Chargers ball, quarterback Tylen Carter to DiCenzo Miller. Man, don't do that to him. Came out of nowhere, trucked him. And later, Wcbi County capitalizing again. This time, Mateo Chandler with the pick. And Tom.
And the 6.
Going to return it for 6. So right before the half, also they go for 2. They don't get it. So Going into halftime, Knoxville County is up 19-0. And the Chargers able to come out and get a touchdown in the opening drive after halftime, but the Chargers end up falling to Knoxville County. After Knoxville County loses in Week 10, they come back. They get the win at Choctaw County, this time 33-14.
Yeah, Knoxville County. What a season for Teddy Young, replacing Tyrone Shorter. Now they're in the state championship, so a heck of a season for Teddy Young and Knoxville.
A heck of a season for Choctaw County, making it to the North Half Final for the first time in school history. Still something to be very proud of.
Yeah, I got a feeling we'll be seeing Jeff Roberts and company back in a semifinal at some point. But Knoxville County, you'll be playing this upcoming Friday. But maybe save the best for last. The Cross Creek rivalry. Nanawaya taking on Noxapater in this one. Folks, buckle up for this one. Hey, that's West Point and Lafayette. Let's dump out of this one real quick. Bring us back up on camera. Talk about it for a little bit. Yeah, Noxapater and Nanawaya. Let's get talking to this one. So Nanawaya, they've been the one dominant in this rivalry as well. They've won 7 straight games, I believe, in this rivalry. They won the regular season matchup 14-2. So absolutely insane there for those two, and we'll see if we could get the highlights here in a minute. If not, we could go ahead and talk about the West Point Green Wave. We could bring that up here for a minute if that's possible. But a lot of big games going on in the North Half, and we're good to go. Let's get to that Cross Creek rivalry. Just needed a minute there.
Also, when's the last time this game was played on a Friday?
I don't know. It's the Thursday rivalry, but we get it on a Friday night. How about this? First quarter, Donovan Turner scrambles for the first down. He's still on his feet, gets pushed out of bounds. Watch out, Chris Bolton, cameraman. And same drive, it's Shy Moore, number 34, weaves, punches it in for the touchdown. So Nanawaya takes an early 7-0 lead later in the first quarter. Here comes Noxapater trying to answer. Katie Carter drops back, throws one deep.
A dime.
But it would be picked off, a dime to the other team. That's Ket Moore on the interception and a nice return, making people miss, but the Warriors were unable to capitalize off the turnover. So Noxapater gets another chance. It's Carter, keeps the snap, hits the outside. This one, much better results. Gets into the end zone for the touchdown. So we're tied at 7. Second quarter we go, Tigers ball. Raheem Hawthorne fumbles it, but it's recovered by the Warriors, and the Warriors fall on it in the end zone. So that's a touchdown. A 13-7 lead for Nanawaya going into halftime. Third quarter, Hawthorne corrects his mistake, bulldozing his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So here we go. It's a 1-point lead for Nanawaya, but the Warriors respond. It's Austin Sanders, takes the sweep outside. Great blocking. It's touchdown. Nanawaya 21-14, but Noxapater not going anywhere. Hawthorne again on the keeper. Gonna get outside. Oh wait, that's Katie Carter on the outside. He makes a move, makes another move. Nice pickup there for KD. And then Hawthorne, here we go. This is the one I was talking about. Look at the grown man bulldozing his way into the end zone, carrying people into the end zone for the touchdown. So it's now 21-20. Noxapater unable to convert the 2-point conversion. So the Warriors with the ball. Sanders bounces outside. This is your icer, folks. Nanawaya is back in the state championship. They defeat Noxapater 21-20. Here's from the coach and player of the game afterwards.
Our kids, they never wavered in adversity at the beginning of the year. They worked extremely hard. Our offensive line improved as much as any group I've ever coached. So I'm just really proud of the effort and headed back to Hattiesburg.
We was able to get the win. We all came together as a team. We played strong, and we didn't give up. Gotcha. We got down at one time. We never gave up though.
So what a game for Nanawaya and Noxapater.
Death, taxes,
Nanawaya playoff wins. I tell you, Courtney, it happens all the time. But what a season for Noxapater, coming up just short. So the Warriors, their title defense continues. I believe they're the only ones left to defend a title this year. So we'll see Nanawaya coming up on Friday as well. But let's get to West Point. I jumped the gun. West Point, they've been defending it for 3 straight years.
This is true. They're going for 4 this year, Tom. This time hosting Neshoba Central. West Point driving. Quarterback Corbin Kelly passes to TJ Anderson, but he fumbles in Neshoba Central. They're on the recovery. West Point's defense then sacking Neshoba Central's quarterback. And then later in the first quarter, Brandon Harris rolling right hits Jacoby Pate, takes it in touchdown for the Greenies. Extra point no good. The Wave leading 6-0. We move to the second quarter. West Point's Dantarius Cannon catching this one. And then his helmet gets ripped off. Oh my gosh. So 15 yards added to the run. And then Kelvonte Gibbs rumbling his way 15 yards into the end zone. Touchdown for West Point. They go up 12-0. And West Point, they said it to me a few weeks ago, and right now they were right. They said they're going all the way, and they get the win in this one with a final of 20-7 against Neshoba Central.
4 straight state championship trips for the Green Wave, but speed versus power. Corinth and Greenwood trying to find out who's going to represent the North in the state championship. Highlights coming up next.
Welcome back to the end zone. Corinth hosting Greenwood in the 4A North half final. Early in the first quarter, quarterback D.T. Sheffield keeping it and taking it. Puts on the Jets, watch the man run, cuts it to the middle. Finally, if he ever gets stopped right inside
goodness,
the 10.
what a run.
What a run. A couple plays later, Sheffield, this time on the QB sneak, gets in for the touchdown, so it's 7-0 Warriors. Corinth again on offense. Again, it's the Sheffield show. Breaks another one. And look at him continue to run for a huge gain.
No one was stopping DT from getting into a state championship.
No, then Sheffield finds Caden Betts, who breaks loose. Keeps dodging those defenders.
My goodness.
And Tom, he's going to go all the way. Gets into the end zone there for the touchdown. They go
what a run.
14-7. And then now on offense,
Greenwood trying to make something. Oh, no.
The interception by Deshaun Brooks that would lead to a field goal in Corinth getting the job done in this one. They get the win 31-14.
What a win from the Warriors. They will represent 4A in the North. Let's talk about some brackets here. Any chance we got some brackets? Let's bring them up. There we go. Let's talk about 6A. Oxford, Oak Grove. Oak Grove winning the rivalry matchup against Petal. So that's your 6A state championship. In 5A, West Point will take on Picayune. That's going to be the Thunderdome, I think. 2 dominant teams meeting in the state championship. In 4A, Corinth, Poplarville. If you love option spread insane football, I believe both these teams run the wing T, so that's going to be insane to watch down in Hattiesburg. 3A, Knoxville County taking on Jefferson Davis County. Jefferson Davis dominating Columbia on their way to a state championship. In 2A, Taylorsville taking on Charleston. Charleston handing Northside its first loss of the year in the North half finals. That's going to be a heck of a game. Ty Keys and Taylorsville look like an unstoppable force, though. And in 1A, Manawa will look to defend its state championship, taking on Lumberton. It's going to be a heck of a weekend down in Hattiesburg. We will be there, and we cannot wait.
Well, just one West Alabama team left. Pickens County trying to punch their ticket to the title game. Those highlights when we come back.
Welcome back to the End Zone. As Courtney mentioned right before the break, just one more West Alabama team remaining to try and punch their ticket to a state championship. It's the Pickens County Tornadoes taking on Mars Hill, which was the team that took down South Lamar in the playoffs. But how about the Tornadoes jumping up early? Jacorian Cosby takes the handoff, picks up a huge gain. Skirt puts a man on the deck. Great gain for a first down. But here come the Tornadoes. That's not their touchdown. They want to finish this drive with a score. Punches it in for the touchdown, QB sneak. But the PAT is no good. Pickens County up 6-0. Here comes Mars Hill. Their running game was dominant early on. They punch one in right here, and they get the extra point. So Mars Hill takes a 7-6 lead. But here come the Tornadoes. They had success on the ground as well. It's Cosby again. Another one. Reels off a big gain. Watch how he finishes this. Oh, my goodness. Man, Jacorian Cosby. Those people have families watching. My goodness. Later on, Pickens County scores yet again on the QB sneak. Hey, it's one of the most successful plays in football. Keep making it. Keep doing it. Pickens County up 16-12 at the half, but Mars Hill comes back to end Pickens County's, that should be Pickens County. Mars Hill defeats Pickens County 21-18. So let's take a look one more time at the state championship brackets. Just for you at home who will be making the trip to Hattiesburg. On Friday, you have 3A, 1A, and 6A. Those go 3A at 11 a.m., 1A at 3 p.m., and then this one, Oxford and Oak Grove at 7 p.m. inside the Rock.
Gotta
on
shout out
Friday.
Chris Bolton for
Yeah,
Oak Grove on that one,
WCBI
too.
Oak Grove alum Chris Bolton. He'll be a little bit happy watching Oak Grove. But hey, Oxford's in it. They'll represent the North and try and bring home a gold ball for North Mississippi. In 5A, West Point taking on Pickens, a heavyweight title match between two of probably the most dominant teams in 5A this year. That's going to be a fantastic ball game. For West Point's sake, you have Class 4A, 2A, and 5A on Saturday down in Hattiesburg. 4A at 11 a.m., 2A at 3 p.m., and West Point and Pickens at 7 p.m. on Saturday night. And then this one, of course, this is the one we get to start the day with, Corinth and Poplarville. Two teams that know how to run the rock. My goodness, I'm expecting to see a lot of points out of the 4A state championship game. Keeping it rolling, 3A. We'll see the Knoxville County Tigers take on Jefferson Davis County. For those of you that don't remember, Jeff Davis, they're the old Bassfield. So a lot of history, a lot of pride on the line for the 3A state championship. Knoxville County and Jefferson Davis County, they'll be playing at 11 a.m. on Friday. So hey, Tigers fan, get down to Hattiesburg early and go cheer on Teddy Young and company. Then in 2A, no WCBI area teams, but it's going to be a heck of a ball game between Taylorsville and Charleston. Charleston, of course, handing Northside its first loss of the season. Isn't it weird? I think this was score inception. They both won, Taylorsville and Charleston both won 14-6 in their ball games.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
How about that? We had a little bit of scoreception there. Taylorsville, led by Ty Keys. He could go down as one of the best quarterbacks to play in Mississippi high school football. So 1 versus 2, Taylorsville, Charleston. They play at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Then 1A. Nanawaya looks to join West Point as the only two to defend their crowns as the Warriors will take on Lumberton for the 1A state championship game. That'll be 3 p.m. Friday at the Rock. We can't wait to see you there. Of course, WCBI will be there. We'll have all your coverage from Hattiesburg coming up on Friday and Saturday. As this is it, football season is officially over. Well, not over.
But
you know what
the
I mean.
end zone is ending.
The end zone
is
is ending.
It's the end of the end zone. I hate myself for even saying that.
I can't.
I can't
You
fathom
can't
it.
help but be emotional, Courtney.
No.
But it was a heck of a season. So many memories, so many great experiences that we were a part of. Thank you so much for allowing us on your sidelines. And since you allow us every Friday to be a part of your sideline and your team's wins, your victories, your defeats, your happiness, your sad, here are some of the best memories we had from the 2019 high school football season.
You better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours, so you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. You better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours, so you better not be the one to doubt us, 'cause we gon' blow your mind.
So that'll do it for the 2019 season. Your win of the night, the Knoxville County Tigers.
Have to.
The 3A North Half champions for the 4th straight year. The West Point Green Wave are the 5A North Half champions. So Nanawaya Warrior fans, West Point fans, Corinth fans, Oxford fans, we'll be seeing you down in Hattiesburg for the state championships as the high school football season officially ends in Hattiesburg coming up this weekend. Thank you so much for allowing us in your homes every single night to talk, I seriously mean it, the best high school football in America. So for one last time, for WCBI Endzone in 2019, Courtney Robb, Tom Ebel, we'll see you again next year.
WCBI Endzone Show with Tom Ebel and Courtney Robb is brought to you by OCH Orthopedic Center, East Mississippi Community College, Carl Hogan Toyota, and Wade Incorporated.